Shalom, family. Today I'm going to be reading from a book called Nutricide, The Nutritional Destruction of the Black Race. The reason why I'm going to be reading from this book and another book by Layla Africa, rest in peace to Layla Africa. He covered a lot of information about sugar in these books, and I'm reading from these because lately I've been talking about diabetes and been telling y'all herbs on that basically would reduce the blood sugar levels, and heal the pancreas, and just getting a little bit into depth about this so-called disease called diabetes. But I just wanted to read out these books because he really did a good job in explaining how bad sugar is for you, and like how it damages your body, the different organs it damages inside your body. And also, he also points out little things that's not really classified as sugar, but food companies would try to sneak these things inside of your food just for them to basically put sugar free on their packages and stuff to make you think that it's something healthy, but they still have things in it that's basically sugar, But we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna start reading this and y'all gonna understand exactly what I'm talking about. So this is the book, Nutricide. Okay. Sugar and spice, but not very nice. Aspartame equals NutraSweet equal. Okay, aspartame is an artificial sweetener that is 200 times sweeter than white sugar. It is totally synthetic and is made with a toxic poison called methanol. Methanol is combined with aspartic acid and phenylalanine and called aspartame, with the commercial trade name NutraSweet are equal. Methanol is toxic to the thymus, while excessive amounts of aspartic acid and phenylalanine are toxic to the liver. It is cheap to make and yields high profits. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has reported that common symptoms of too much aspartame is dizziness, nausea, vision problems, seizures, malaise, and recurrent headaches. The Center for Disease Control has reported that the majority of complaints about aspartame are neurological. Let me stop right here. So far as we're reading, we see that aspartame is all the way synthetic. Okay, it's basically methanol, which is a chemical that is combined with aspartic acid and another amino acid called phenylalanine. So it is totally synthetic. Okay, all right. Let me keep on rolling. Canada, one of the first countries to use it, has noted that aspartame causes menstruation problems, mood swings, numbness, and migraine headaches, especially amongst teenagers. They discontinued its consumption for 10 days, and the teenagers' migraine headaches, numbness, mood swings, and other symptoms cleared up. Children are not tested for toxic levels of aspartame, nor are the secondary effects or permanently damaging effects known. Aspartame is a sweet way to use children as laboratory test animals for the economic profits of Caucasian business. All right, now check this out. Aspartame can be found in diet foods as well as the following products: chewing gum, wine coolers, sodas, instant tea, milkshake mixes, yogurt, drugs, laxatives, cacao mixes, cereals, candy, cake, instant breakfast, frozen desserts, gelatin desserts, breath mints, juice drinks, toppings, multivitamins, milk, instant coffee, and most foods that say sugar free. Man, most foods that says sugar free consist of this poisonous, toxic chemical that is sweet to the taste. It's in products that says sugar free. Like, let me just keep on reading. Aspartame is used in carbonated sodas in order to use the word diet on the label. The word diet on the label actually indicates that the soda is part of a diet. It never specifies on the label whether the word diet refers to a junk food, vegetation, or weight loss diet. The consumer assumes that the word diet means a weight loss food. Aspartame and other synthetic sugars have never been scientifically proven to cause weight loss. In aspartame diet sodas and all sodas, the carbon dioxide used to make carbonated sodas is a poisonous gas. The body exhales toxic carbon dioxide in order to get rid of it. The consumer ironically buys traces amounts of carbon dioxide and drinks it in carbonated sodas. This is against good health. Carbonated sodas demineralize the body and cause cirrhosis, hardening of the liver. Harmful synthetic sugars are in sugar-free foods. If a food tastes sweet, a type of sugar is in it. The Food and Drug Administration only classifies white sugar, glucose, which is a glucose type sugar, as an official sugar. So you see, that's the thing about it. The FDA only classifies white sugar as a sugar. So if these companies that's making snacks and so-called diet foods and so-called health foods and all these different little things, you know, if they are not using white sugar, they can basically put sugar-free on their labels. But if they're using aspartame, which is a type of sugar, they basically don't have to put it on there because it's not white sugar, but it's still sugar in it. And remember, the aspartame is way more dangerous than white sugar. White sugar is bad. It's dangerous. It's a drug. But this all the way synthetic stuff called aspartame, remember, this stuff is methanol inside of it. You know what I'm saying? That's a straight chemical, you know? But they don't have to market it as sugar being inside their products because the FDA only recognizes white sugar as a sugar. So they can basically put sugar free on their labels. See how deceitful they are? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you. Okay, sugar-free means a synthetic poisonous sugar such as aspartame is in the food. Synthetic chemicals such as artificial sweeteners are addicting and harmful. The aspartame users have moved from a sugar addiction to an aspartame addiction. They never get treated for the sugar sweets addiction. Sweet addiction, aspartame and white sugar doubles the disease-causing effects when combined with bleached white flour, polished white rice, salt, saturated fats, animal flesh, and high cholesterol. Heart disease, diabetes, varicose veins, senility, coronary artery disease, circulatory problems, cancer, and many other diseases are directly related to refined carbohydrates such as white sugar. Bleached white flour, it was not until they were added to the traditional saturated fat and high cholesterol diet of Caucasians did these diseases arise. When aspartame is added to the combination of saturated fats, high cholesterol, salt, and hidden white sugar in junk foods, the health problems will increase. These foods are toxic, poisonous to the pancreas, liver, pineal gland, and the entire body. Drugs such as aspartame are synergistic enhancers to other synthetic chemicals and synthetic junk foods. So he's saying that aspartame is basically like an enhancer. So if you're already eating junk foods or chemical things that's chemicals and stuff like that, the aspartame is going to enhance the bad effects of the junk food or the chemical things that you're doing. It's going to enhance, so it's going to make it even worse for you. They're already bad enough already. And this aspartame stuff and all these hidden sugars isn't basically, if you're not conscious about what you're eating, most likely you're eating this stuff and drinking this stuff every single day. Every single day you're doing this. And you wonder why a lot of our people have diabetes and all these other diseases. Let me read that again. Drugs such as aspartame are synergistic enhancers to other synthetic chemicals and synthetic junk foods. They may spice up bland food and give a sugar taste to them, but they are not very nice to the health of the body. Books that can reveal more information on the subject are Sugar Blues by William Duffy, Natural Health, Sugar and the Criminal Mind by J.A. Rodell, Body, Mind, and Sugar by E. Abrahamson and A. Pezzett, and Killer Salt by Marietta Whitley. Caucasian businesses use lies to sell white sugar to those desiring natural sugar. For example, brown sugar is usually white sugar with caramel color sprayed on it. Natural raw cane sugar sold in health food stores is white sugar with caramel color. That's crazy. There are other harmful sweeteners such as There are other harmful sweeteners such as corn syrup, fructose, sucrose, dextrose, honey, etc. As a result of sugar consumption, over 50% of Americans are hypoglycemic and diabetic, while the remainder are pre-diabetic. See, it's all a trap. They put all these synthetic things inside of our food to get us sick so we can go run our ass to these damn doctors. That's not going to truly heal us. That's just going to treat the symptoms of the disease. Give you insulin to lower your blood sugar levels down inside your body. But it's not healing the damage that these damn sugars have been doing to our bodies. Not only damaging the pancreas, but damaging all the organs, damaging the nervous system. It's more deeper than just the pancreas. It's damaging your whole entire body. You have all these different problems. They do this. They put all these things inside the food just to get you to the hospitals, because they're all in business together. That's why you gotta be conscious about what you're putting inside your body at all times. The only true safe sugars are those found within the raw vegetables or fruit. The herb stevia is a natural sweetener for those who want a fairly safe sugar. Grains such as malt, rice, or barley syrup would be best. They are used slowly by the body and are less toxic to the pancreas. Now, I don't recommend y'all eating none of this, or don't eat the stevia or none that he just mentioned, the barley syrup or rice. No, he said that they are fairly safe. That don't mean that it's safe. You know what I'm saying? That's just something like if you was trying to maybe wean yourself off of the other stuff, you would probably eat a little bit of this. But you don't even want to be consuming none of that. Like, you don't want to be consuming none of this rice, barley syrup, or stevia. None of that. That's probably just for like a transitional period. But like he said it's less toxic for the pancreas. But less toxic don't mean that it's good for you. It's still toxic, you know. So let me keep on moving. The commercial health foods are loaded with sugars and toxins, as well as combined with other foods improperly. There is a large junk health food variety of sugary sweet foods. The problem with junk health food is that deceptive, misguiding words such as natural are used. A few wholesome ingredients are mixed with brown sugar, corn syrup, aspartame, salt, toxic, hydrogenated oils, and processed foods. These foods start out being natural, but are gradually converted to junk. The Caucasian health movements usually ruin themselves because they are part of the Caucasian mentality. Salad dressings are junk and another form of liquid sugar, equally dangerous. Man, it's crazy, man. That's crazy. So he have, like right here, he have different little products that shows how bad they are to the body. So this is sweet and low. He says sweet and low causes diabetes, cancer, reproductive problems, digestion problems, genetic alterations, mutations, hardening of the arteries, decreased oxygen to the brain, and blood circulation. Man, this thing says that sweet and low is 300 times sweeter than white sugar. 300 times sweeter than white sugar, this processed junk. This processed junk called sweet and low. But to our minds, we would think, oh, sweet and low. It's not sugar, it's not white sugar. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give me some sweet and low. But yet this thing here is 300 times sweeter than white sugar. Has odorless, tasteless form. It has an odorless and tasteless form. So they can be sneaking this sweet and low stuff inside your food and you wouldn't even know it. Because there's an odorless and tasteless form of it. You see? Does not have to be put on a label. Man. I'm telling you, man. Aspartame. Okay, he says there's alterations in brain chemistry from using it, birth defects, blindness, cancer, genetic mutations, headaches, brain aches, leg cramps, menstruation problems, mental confusion, mood and thought disorders, nerve damage. Even honey he have on here. So honey ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's processed also. Okay. For honey, real quick, he have, I'm gonna read a few of them for honey. He have blood levels of insulin, blood vessel damage, contributes to uterine fibroids, endometriosis, gouty arthritis, hardening of the arteries, heart attacks, hyperactivity, increased blood fats, increased uric acid, cholesterol, kidney fatigue and disease, liver and adrenal glands get larger and damaged, mood and thought disorders, pancreas shrinks and deteriorates. Dang. Man, okay. He also have bilberry. This is a sugar craving remedy. He have bilberries, increases insulin for diabetes and heals the pancreas. And he also have chickweed for sugar cravings. That was this book right here. So y'all need to check this book out. Man, I'm telling you, this book, it's deep, you know. Nutricide, the nutritional destruction of the black race. So that was this book. Now I'm about to read real quick another book. Y'all seen me read out this book before. This book over here, African Holistic Health. White sugar. Let's dig into white sugar now. You know, let's get a little deeper into white sugar. Cause I'm not gonna let white sugar slide, you know, cause that shit is dangerous too. The aspartame stuff and the little sugar, the little things, the little hidden sugars, you know, that they put names on and try to act like it's not really a sugar, but it's worse than white sugar. But white sugar is just as bad. But man, I just came and whatever. Let me just read. Okay. White sugar is sweet, delicious, good tasting, and a dangerous concentrated sweetener. White sugar is a refined carbohydrate and is technically classified as a drug. Actually, they say sugar is 10 times more addicting than cocaine because it is a drug. Sugar cane, cocaine, it's a drug. It's both processed. It both gets you addicted, and it both F's you up. It takes 4 pancreases to process white sugar. It takes 4 pancreases to process white sugar. We only have one. We only have one pancreas. Man, we only have one. Humans have one pancreas. White sugar stresses the pancreas, kidneys, liver, starves the brain of oxygen, causes adrenal weakness, baldness, attention deficits, blindness, tooth decay, high blood pressure, allergies, bone loss, infertility, cataracts, glaucoma, nerve damage, multiple sclerosis, brain damage, Alzheimer's, kidney failure, diabetes, mood swings, hypoglycemia, hyperactivity, and arthritis. It causes cellular waste to congest the soft tissue and bones. Requires large amounts of water to flush it out the system. And it is one of the most addicting and harmful drugs used. A black man named Norbert Relux invented the refining process used to make white sugar. He invented the process to help produce better minerals and metals. However, his good invention was turned into a weapon against blacks. His refinement process, when used for sugar, became a health destroyer and a weapon of enslavement. White sugar was a weapon for the enslavement of blacks. Historically, slaves were used to plant and harvest sugarcane and refine the sugar. Then the sugar was sold to buy slaves. The slaves were in turn sold by the pound as individual livestock or as a group by the dozen to buy rum from the molasses, which came from white sugar. Then the rum was sold to buy slaves. This resulted in the sugar and slave and rum triangle trade. Blacks have been the victims of white sugar and other Caucasian inventions. This victimization of blacks by a harmless invention, refining, is nothing new. For instance, the Chinese gunpowder toy called the firecracker, small explosive, was used in the European inventions called the cannon, dynamite, and bullet. Bullets, guns, and cannons were in turn used to invade Africa for dry goods, natural and human slave resources, medicinal herbs, and plants. In fact, blacks still do not associate chattel slavery or colonial with sugar. Sugar enslaves the internal organs of the body. Sugar is a form of synthetic dirt, and it contains no vitamins, minerals, or fibers. Sugar causes addiction. Sugar causes biochemical craving for sugar, and this results in psychological slavery to sugar. White sugar robs the body of minerals and vitamins, especially vitamin E. This robbery results in drowsiness, temper outbursts, hyperactivity, mood swings, tantrums, mischievousness, delinquency, laziness, and violence. Sugar indirectly causes poor digestion, digestion of starches. Sugar causes the tissue to starve for nutrients. The body compensates for sugar's nutrients drain by taking vitamins and minerals from the liver, eyes, kidneys, heart, and nervous system. So he's saying the sugar is damaging and pulling nutrients from different parts of your body. So now the body have to basically compensate for that by pulling the nutrients from your liver, your eyes, your nervous system, your kidneys, all these other parts, basically to replace what the sugar has stripped from your body. You know, man, sugar is no joke. This stuff is dangerous. It's a drug for real. White sugar causes children to have memory lapse, hypertension, allergies, kidney weakness, obesity, bone loss, cavities, absent-mindedness, laziness, mental fatigue, and causes unacceptable behavior. Try to run through this page real quick. Tooth decay is an obvious result of white sugar consumption. Anything strong enough to destroy hard teeth must be strong enough to destroy and damage soft tissues of the heart, sex organs, eyes, kidneys, and liver. That's right. If sugar can destroy your teeth, that which is hard, is a bone, imagine what the sugar going to do inside of your body. Imagine what the sugar going to do inside of your body. Your heart is made up of soft tissues. Your liver is made up of soft tissues. Your pancreas is made up of soft tissues. Your nervous system, your circulatory system. These are all soft tissues. They're not hard. They're not nothing that's hard. Imagine if the sugar can destroy bones, your teeth. Imagine what it's doing to the inside of your body. Imagine what it's doing to the inside of your body. It's only a matter of time. If you're not feeling the symptoms of sugar now, you're going to feel it later on in life. You know, and then again, we've been being fed this stuff since our birth, you know, since babies. So we don't even know how to operate in our right mind, probably. We don't even know how it feels to be normal because we've been drugged up since birth by this damn drug called sugar. Combining white sugar with other foods is dangerous. White sugar are concentrated sweeteners. Honey combined with meat causes rapid spoilage of meat, creates toxic chemicals, gases, and acids in the stomach. The toxics are absorbed, causing cellular aging and degeneration. Meat does not combine with sugar or milk, cheese, or other carbohydrates. Bread, sugar combined with carbohydrates, bread, grain, rice, cereal causes rapid spoilage of the grain. Poisons and constipation. Meat and carbohydrates create toxic mucus causing cataract, which is cold, sinus congestion, asthma, and running nose. So if you're combining meat and carbohydrates together, that's a bad food combination. So like a lot of people eat rice and meat and stuff like that. That's a bad combination. You know, you shouldn't eat neither one of them. But whenever you combine that together, it makes it even worse. It enhances the bad of it. You know, it's bad by itself. But whenever you combine foods wrong on top of it, by mixing like how you saying, mixing the sugars and the breads together and mixing the meat and the carbohydrates together, it really makes your body very toxic. And it spoils inside your body, you know. It spoils inside your body. And that's where you also get all kind of different funguses and yeast infections and all that because you're mixing your foods wrong. You know, but let me keep on pushing. Sugar is synthetic dirt, white manure, a white turd, and technically classified as a drug. The factories' processing machines imitate the digestive system. The machines chew the food, use chemicals similar to that of the liver and pancreas, and the dehydrating effect of the colon is imitated. The end result of eating or processing the food is a bowel movement. The factory processes the sugarcane and has a bowel movement, which is white manure equals white sugar. The sugar cane or sugar beets, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and fibers are destroyed by the factory. The sugar cane or beets are reduced to an addicting, dehydrated, empty-calorie starvation drug. White sugar destroys the melanin centers of the pancreas, the islets of Langerhans. Man, in my last video, I explained the islets of Langerhans, and the islets of Langerhans is like a cluster of cells that's inside of your pancreas gland. And inside these clusters, they have the alpha cells, the beta cells, and the delta cells. The alpha cells secretes glucagon, the beta cells secrete insulin that lowers down your blood sugar levels, and the delta cells regulates both of those. So if this synthetic drug called white sugar is damaging the islets of Langerhans, you wonder why you got diabetes. You wonder why people have diabetes. You wonder why people in general have diabetes, because these things are made to destroy your pancreas. It takes 4 pancreases to process white sugar. Humans only have 1. We only have 1. Let me read that again. White sugar destroys the melanin centers of the pancreas, islets of Langerhans. Destroyed melanin centers causes diabetes. The modern diet consists of over 150 pounds of sugar a year. There is no psychological requirement for this amount of sugar. Okay, the commonly accepted religious belief that white sugar calories are needed is the propaganda of white sugar industries. White sugar damages the pancreas, kidneys, eyes, and the immune system. White sugar requires taking whole calories, vitamins, and minerals from the body's energy reserves. It is quick because it raises the sugar level in the blood. This causes an energy drain called low blood sugar, hypoglycemia, and high blood sugar, diabetes. Refined sugar rusts or breaks down and oxidizes the organs. So he's saying that sugar oxidizes the organs. So basically, it's like with oxidation is kind of like whenever you bite into an apple and then you set that apple down, or if you cut a avocado or whatever, and you set it down, and you see like the apple start getting the brown stuff on it. That's oxidation. So this is what sugar is doing on the inside of your body to your organs and stuff. You know, it's oxidizing your organs. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, refined sugar rusts or breaks down, oxidizes the organs, nerves, bones, muscles, arteries, and veins, causing obesity. Sugar is believed to be a pure food. It is a pure synthetic chemical, a non-food. Brown sugar and raw sugar is white sugar with brown caramel dye on it. Concentrated sweeteners are drugs and addicting. The other names for processed sugars are honey, maple syrup, barley or rice syrup, molasses, corn syrup, sucrose, concentrated fruit juice, pasteurized cooked orange juice, dextrin, dextrose, maltose, dry cane juice, succinate, sorbitol, fructose, and mannitol. Avoid processed sugar. It is unhealthy. Sugar is hidden in many foods, such as mustard, salt, tobacco, catsup, beans, milk, soups, chili, pizza, popcorn, salted nuts, aspirin, seltzers, baby foods, meat dishes, mouthwash, toothpaste, etc. The only official sugar is sucrose. Therefore, a product can have another form of white sugar and be labeled sugar-free. White sugar and murder. If one family, Caucasians, using 5 pounds of sugar a week would abstain from it for 21 months, one Negro would be spared enslavement and murder. This is a quote from William Fox in 1792. Black folks have always been victims of white sugar. Today, their health is victimized by it and countries are colonized by it. Its color, white, more than anything else, reveals more about it. It creates good, sweet taste only to produce evil disease. The Caucasians create evil, crime, war, slavery, etc. to create good wealth. They create good only to control evil. Good is not defined by might, but by power. Economic, military, psychological. White sugar is a symbol of Caucasian power and slavery. Hey, the truth gotta be told, man. Don't be mad at me for reading this. Okay. The two types of sugars, glucose, found in complex carbohydrates and found in grains and vegetables. When added to foods, causes diabetes, blindness, high blood pressure, nerve damage, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, sensitivity, fatigue, heart disease, kidney failure, arthritis, cataracts, glaucoma, hyperactivity, mood swings, and addiction. I'm going to stop right here. This is enough. So stay away from the processed sugars. Look behind these labels. If you see anything that says sweet and low, or stay away from the sweet and low. Stay away from anything that have aspartame. Stay away from all junk foods, all synthetic things. Check your labels, and it's sad because things that say sugar-free will have things in it like sweet and low because it says it don't have to be labeled, because the only thing that need to be labeled is white sugar. So if they're using these synthetic things that comes from sugar also, but if they using it without it being classified as sugar, they can actually put it inside of their products and not have it labeled as white sugar or sugar inside of it. They can have sugar free. So that's sad. It's real sad. But just be conscious. Do your research. The more simpler you eat, the better. We don't have to be going get none of all these different snacks and stuff, because they all come with little sneak things inside of it. Even whenever you try to be healthy, they still sneak things inside of the things. The more natural you eat, the better. It's a process to get yourself off of those things, but it's worth it. The sooner you get off of it, the better. At a point in time, we got to stop making excuses and get the heck off of this shit. We got to get off of this shit. All right. See Raya, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.